Hi everyone, welcome to Impact Pilates YouTube channel. My name is Amanda. For today's workout, we're going to be using a towel. So you can use a dish towel that you have in your house. I forgot my dish towel at home, but what I'm just using the long flex band, and I folded it over twice. So it really doesn't have much pull to it. So I want you to kind of grab onto something that doesn't have much pull, that when you pull it taut, it's just creating a sense of awareness through the upper back. So today's class is going to be focusing a little bit on shoulder girdle mobility and using the towel to bring an awareness to your thoracic spine, your upper back extensor, so like those postural muscles through the upper body. We're also going to be doing some nice stretching and mobilizing through the hips as well. So it's a nice, well-rounded class using a prop just to bring a sense of awareness to the upper body. I can't lie, I don't know how long the class is, and I did have 2 cups of coffee today, my second one right before I'm filming this. So my energy level is up a little bit, so this class could get a little wild, but we'll see. It's yeah, I think it's a great class that I hope that you enjoy with me. So we're going to get started up on our knees, and we're going to be in a lunge position. So go ahead and just kind of place that towel forward and come into a position where you have your right knee back, your left foot forward, so a little bit of a staggered stance already, challenging our stability a little bit. We're going to take the hands, and I want you to start by wrapping them around the rib cage, so you have your fingers wrapped around the front, the palms of the hands wrapped around the back. And then take a moment to just settle in here, feeling your big toe, baby toe heel on that left foot. And I want you just to create a sense of stability by thinking of pressing that foot down and almost pulling your heel back towards your right knee. So think of your foot pressing down on the left, heel pulling back, and then think of your back right knee almost pulling forward. So you're creating just a sense of integrity and tension just to help create stability. And then we have the hands wrapped around the rib cage. As you're here, I want you to know we're just going to focus on our breath. We're going to take a full breath in, feeling the rib cage expand through the front, breathing into the side of the hands, and then feel the back ribs expand. And then as you exhale out through the mouth, notice that rib cage just gently soften inwards, and notice this gentle lift upwards through the pelvic floor. Doing that again, another full breath in. Let's exhale out through the mouth, just waking up the deep, stabilizing abdominal muscles, challenging our balance a little bit in this lunge position. One more time. Another full breath in. And exhaling out. Now we're going to come down. We're going to grab onto that towel. Arms are reaching straight ahead. Now we're going to mobilize shoulders and hips, and we're going to come into this lunge forward. As we lunge forward, the arms are going to lift overhead. We're noticing that nice stretch through the back hip. And watch that the rib cage here is still stacked over the pelvis. So even though the arms came up, we didn't let that rib cage just collapse and fall forward. There's still, again, this sense of lift, this gentle softening and connection through the rib cage. And then as we come back to vertical, we're going to press down with the arms. So we inhale, everything lifts. We feel this nice opening stretch. And then we exhale, we press down, creating the sense of energy through the lats. Inhale, lift. We exhale, press it down. 3 more. Up 3. Exhale, push. Inhale, 2. Exhale, down. Lift. And press it down. Now from here we're going to come forward into that lunge. We're going to hold it here. We're now going to bend the elbows. Elbows go wide, and we're just pulling the band behind the head, getting this nice stretch through the front chest. and then just pushing right back up. Now your range of motion may be different from mine, so listen to your body, listen to how far back you can go without letting everything collapse and kind of losing that sense of stability that you have through the trunk of the body. And again, pull wide, good, and lift, 2 more. Wide, 2, and lift, wide, 1, lift up. Now press it down. We're back to that vertical. Now we're going to bend. We're going to imagine that we're pulling the band back, and we're going to feel this little bit of retraction here through the scapula. And then as we push forward, we're going to feel this little bit of protraction. So we're feeling the shoulder blades glide away from the spine. As we pull back, we feel the shoulder blades glide a little closer to the spine. And then we push. We still keep the obliques drawing up, feeling the sense of stretch through the right quad. Pull and push. Now we're going to add that spine. We pull, we lift, extend. We push, flex. Whew, just lost that balance. Pull and extend. Push, rib cage draws down, flex. Pull, lift. Push, flex. 1 more time. Pull and extend. Push, flex. Now pull in, come center. Now as we push the band in front, we're going to rotate to the right. We just spiral the rib cage now. Pull and center. Rotate. Push and center. Rotate. Push and center. This is 2 and back. This is 1 and coming back. We're going to drop that band down. You can bring that left knee back. We're going to spin around. We're going to repeat all of this on the other side. So we're coming around now. We have that right foot forward, left knee back, just like before. Kind of feel the knee pressing down, the foot pressing down, and then imagine pulling the heel and the knee a little closer to each other. You feel the obliques gently drawing up to create space through the front of that hip. Glutes are gently toned to help with stability. We're going to breathe in here. We inhale. Send that breath into the front of the ribs. Side, even feel that breath moving into the back rib cage. And then exhale out through that mouth. Feel the rib cage gently soften in and down. Noticing that gentle wrapping sensation, that gentle brace to help support and stabilize. Again, inhale. And exhaling out through the mouth. 1 more time like this. Full breath in. And exhaling out, grabbing onto that band, coming forward into that lunge, arms now floating up. And now even here, feel yourself focusing on sending the breath into the back ribs. See if you can let the shoulders elevate, keep even more of a lift through the side body, and then exhale, press down, connect. Inhale, full breath in, stretch, exhale, press. Again, inhale, forward, feels so good. Exhale down. This is 3. Exhale, press. This is 2. Exhale, press. This is 1. Exhale, press. Now we're coming up, holding it here, just bending the elbows, elbows going wide. Band comes behind the head, and we're pushing up. Again, pull wide, and push up. That's it. Wide, rib cage still in and soft. Wide, push, press down and stay. Now from here we pull back, we feel that retraction we push forward, feel that protraction. We're getting this gliding, that sensation of the scapula on the ribs. Pull, push one more time like this, then we're gonna add the spine. I'm gonna connect a little more, hopefully I don't lose my balance like the other side. I'm pulling and lifting. Now I'm thinking of my obliques drawing up as I push forward and flex. That's it, rooting down through the feet. Push, flex. And again, pull in, lift, extend. And flex one more time. In, push, flex. We pull in, stack it up. Now we rotate to the left and I'm pushing out, pull in, coming center. Just bringing a sense of rotation in through the torso. Spiraling the rib cage on the spine, still stacked over the pelvis. Feeling a little heat in the arms. And back. This is 2 and back. This is 1 and back. Bringing up, band behind. I'm coming down now. I'm sitting on my heels, arms back, palms facing back, and I'm thinking of almost spiraling my upper arm away from the front of the body. So I'm nice and wide through the collarbones, but again, not so much to where I'm sacrificing the position of my pelvis and my rib cage. My pelvis is still in my neutral zone. My rib cage is still stacked right on top. Now from here, I'm going to come into hip extension and shoulder extension. So I'm connecting through my glutes. I'm pressing the arms back as I lift and extend my hips. So I'm thinking of pressing my thigh bones, my pelvis forward as I'm pushing my arms back away from the glutes. But again, you notice I didn't dump into the body. And then I pull back in. I lift off, press back. Takes a good amount of control and concentration about where the body is in space. Push, open and back. Again, push, open and back. Nice. Getting on a little bit of a rhythm. I'm continuing to think of my crown of the head, lifting up towards the ceiling versus coming forward and back. I'm rooting my knees down, lifting up and back. 2 more. Press 2 and back. Press 1. Now I'm holding it right here. Now just the shoulders. In, push. In, push. In, push. This is 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to keep it here. I'm keeping my shoulders in shoulder extension, and then I'm going to fold at my hips, and I'm coming into this hip hinge. So I'm thinking of sending my hips back. That deviates my torso forward, maintaining this long position. Now it's just a small bend at the elbow, and tricep press for 8. Push back, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull in and coming up. I'm going to turn around now so I'm facing the front. Band is coming around to the front, and now I'm on my right knee and my left leg is extended out to the side. I'm as vertical as I can be through my right side. Leg is out to the side, toes angled forward. Again, band is just down right in front of my thigh. So now we're just going to go back into the shoulder flexion of what we were doing in the beginning with the lunge. But now here we're going to go back into that hip hinge as now you're reaching the arms forward here. So now we have this long line through the front, challenging the rib cage. I'm going into this hip hinge back. So I'm getting this nice stretch now through the inner part of my thigh, and then I'm pulling right back up to vertical. I'm sending the hips back. Again, all of our ranges will be different. So listen to what feels right for your body, okay? We send back, reach. I'm thinking of reaching my glutes back, sending my arms forward, using that connection of my transverse abdominis, my obliques, to help stabilize my spine and support my torso. 4, back, 3. I'm inhaling back, exhaling up. Last 1. Now I'm holding it here. I'm bringing that band up, and now I'm bringing it back behind the head. Elbows are angled slightly forward, so with my gaze straight ahead, I can still see my elbows out my peripheral vision. I have this little bit of traction of thinking of the back part of my skull gently pressing back into the band gently wrapping forward, and I'm going to move into the side bend. I'm reaching long and out. I'm anchoring my left foot down though, as I reach out to this long diagonal, relying on my obliques to help hold the torso. I'm going to come back to vertical, and I'm going to rotate to the left and come back. I'm going to do that again slowly. I'm reaching out, controlling up, spiraling over, and center. Slow out, control up, good, rotate, and back. One more time like that, reach, out, lift, good, rotate. Now I'm going to speed it up a little bit. I'm going over and rotate. It's kind of happening together. Up, rotate. If this pace doesn't feel great, go back to that slower pace. This is 2. Lift. Last 1. And over. I'm going to come back center. We're going to bring that band or towel down now. Both hands are going to come down on the mat. And they're both going to be over ever so slightly to the right, okay? I'm connecting now through my right outer glute, thinking of pulling up through my right inner thigh. So all my weight, when I go to lift my left leg, doesn't collapse into that right side, okay? So from here now, I'm connecting through the right, I'm taking my left knee, I'm gonna bend, I'm gonna internally rotate, tap my knee to my right knee, and then I come back to that parallel and I just tap right out to the side. I'm pulling in, internally rotating, back to parallel, tap out. There shouldn't be a ton of weight shift through the torso, so if someone was looking at you at the crown of your head, they shouldn't see you shifting side to side. We're just moving, mobilizing that left hip, pull in, tap out. This is 2, side, 1. Now we're going the same way, we're turning in, tapping knee to knee. Then we're going to slightly externally rotate and kick back, turning in and kick back. In. Now there's this internal, external rotation factor. Internally rotate, externally rotate. 4. Pushing down strong with the upper body. 3. This is 2. Back. 1. Back and stay. We're holding it right here. We're going to do little pulses up now for 8. Connect through the glute. 7, 6, 5. Good. 4, 3. This is 2. This is 1. Go ahead, pull that left knee in. We're going to come back up to vertical, grab onto that band. Repeating everything on the other side. So now we take that right foot, we put it out, We're vertical through that left side. And just take a moment and even just notice how you're feeling through that left hip. From here, right, you should feel a little bit more open, and then we're going to go into that hip hinge. We're sending the hips back, arms float up, press, come back to vertical. Again, inhaling here, exhaling up. It's an in, exhale. Good. Back, up, 2, lift. This is 1, and back. Now bringing that band up, wrapping around behind the head, feeling that little bit of traction. We're reaching out, long line. Slow to start, and coming up. Then we spiral to the right and center. So think of it, it's almost like 2 counts over, 2 counts up, 2 counts rotate, and back. We're doing that 2 more times. Over, lift, spiral, and back. Again, over, lift, good, spiral. Now speeding it up if that feels good. We're going over, rotate. It's a little more fluid, but still has control. I'm thinking of almost pulling up and in through both inner thighs. Last one, over, up, spiral, coming center. Whew, taking that band down, dropping it in front, both arms come down. Again, I'm over ever so slightly now to my left, pushing down strong. So I'm almost thinking of pushing the floor away with that upper body. I let my weight shift over a little to that left. Left outer glute, left inner thigh pulls up. And then I internally rotate through the right, turn out, tap to the side. Turn in, push out. In, tap out. Nice movement through the hip joint on the right side, stabilizing through the left. This is 2. After this one, we're going back. So we turn in, tap in, externally rotate, reach back. Feeling the spiral in through the thigh bone, spiral out. Your head should be balanced right in between the shoulders. Watch that it doesn't start to drop down to the floor. So your gaze is looking almost out just beyond maybe where your towel is, beyond where your fingers are. Reach. 4 more. 4. Out. 3. Push. Out. Creating this sense of opposition through the body. Crown of the head forward, tail reaching back. And push. Stay. Hold. Little pulses up now. 8. They're slower. 7. 6. Good. Reach to the toe. 4. Good. 3. 2. And 1. Pulling that knee in. Coming all the way back up. And again, just take a moment. Just notice how you're feeling through the body. We're going to come now into a seated position. Getting ready for a little half roll back series. So if sitting here with your knees bent feels uncomfortable, you can roll your mat up so the mat is up a little bit higher. That will help. You could sit up on a chair or on like a little platform. So those are options. Sometimes also placing a ball or something in between your inner thighs helps to activate inner thighs and obliques so it's not as grippy through the hip flexors, okay? So, but from here, I have my legs abducted apart, so they're about hip width apart. I'm holding onto my band with my palms facing up. Arms are reaching forward. Once again, my pelvis is vertical, my rib cage is stacked on top. Now from here, again, keeping that little bit of pressure out, I'm now just bending the elbows going into a low row. So it's like the band is coming to my belly button, and then I'm pushing forward. I still now have the sensation of the retraction and the protraction. Back, forward, back, forward. 4 more here. 4. Here, right, we're back to just mobilizing through the shoulder joint, stabilizing through the spine. This is 2. This is 1. Now we're going to pull in, we bend. Now as we push forward, we're going to use the obliques, we're going to roll off the sitting bones. So going into your half roll back position. As we pull in, we're returning back up to vertical. We push, use the obliques to scoop up, use the glutes to gently draw down, gaze is straight ahead, pull, returning up, curl, reach, and pull in, lift, 3 more here, 3, and lift, 2 more, this is 2, and back, this is 1, now we're holding it here, keeping this half roll back position, we're rotating the rib cage to the right, and then moving back center. We're just going to stick going to the right, we exhale, spiral, still feeling equal weight on both sitting bones, again, rotate, and back. We rotate, we're holding it here, keep the rotation, we bicep curl for 4, and out, 3, and out, 2 more, 2, out, 1, stay, come back center, pull in, return, back up to vertical, we take a breath in, exhale, scoop, roll back, push out. Hold it here, we're rotating now to the left. And then moving back center. Again, feeling the spiral of the ribs on the spine and coming back center. Again, rotate back. This time we rotate, hold, bicep curl, pull in for 4. Good. Keep drawing up through the obliques and out. This is 2. Out. 1. Out. Rotate center. Pull in. Come up. Now I'm just kind of dropping my band or my towel down. I'm going to now scoot my sitting bones towards my feet. My feet come flat. I'm going to grab behind the thighs, roll myself down. So I'm kind of guiding you through a little transition here. My heels slide back, feet come flat. And then my arms push straight up towards the ceiling here. I have a little bit of pressure into the band. I'm now connecting through the glutes. I'm going into a hip lift. So I press down through my feet. Then I lift my hips up so I'm in my shoulder bridge position. Now keep the lift. I'm just reaching the arms back by the ears. So we did this several times in class today. I'm now folding, lowering my pelvis down. Again, connect through the front ribs so you don't just flare and end up extending through that thoracic spine. You want the rib cage still stacked over the pelvis. And then pull the arms back up. Again, connect through the glutes, press and lift. Sorry, I got quiet there because I was actually just paying attention to my body because that's something I've been working on. Arms reaching back overhead. So again, keeping that softness and width through the back ribs. That wrapping in gently through the front as you lower the hips down, keeping the arms reaching back. And then float the arms back up. We're doing that 2 more times. Connect through the glutes, hip lift. Reach back. Fold, lower down. Arms return up 1 more time. Connect through the glutes, press up. Reach the arms back. Fold, lower down. Arms return up. Now from here, connect through the glutes. Press, lift the hips straight up, we stay. Now think of pressing down through the big toe, baby toe, heel on the left. Connect through that left glute max. That right foot floats up into your tabletop here. We're tapping that right toe down for 4. Lift. 3. Lift. 2. Up. 1. Up. Right foot comes down, toe ball heel. Little weight transfer, big toe, baby toe, heel on the right. Right glute turns on. Left leg floats up. Equal weight on those shoulder blades. We tap that left toe down for 4. Pull up. Exhale, 3. Pull up. Exhale, 2. Pull up. Exhale, 1. Lift. Lower that left foot down, toe ball heel. Fold and lower the hips down. From here, neutral through the pelvis, unless you feel like you want more support for your lower back. Then go ahead, feel free to recruit those obliques and rock into an imprint. We're gonna nod and curl. Head, neck, and shoulders come up. We're now gonna take that towel, bring it up and back against where we're wrapping it behind the head. Elbows wrapped forward a little bit. Allow that to work as like a little cradle for the neck. So you can really turn on the abdominals to create the flexion of the spine. From here, that right leg is coming up to tabletop. That left leg is coming up. We're gonna go into your single thigh or single leg stretch here, that right leg. We exhale, reach out, pull in, then reach out. It's exhale, inhale on that pass through, exhale. And this is 8, 8, 7, 7. Focus on that stability through the torso, movement at the hip. 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull in, lower the head, neck, and shoulders down. Right foot comes down, left foot comes down. Feet are nice and wide now. Arms open wide to the side. We're gonna do a little stretch now. We're gonna allow both knees to fall to the right, allowing the hips, the pelvis to rotate. And then go ahead, take that left arm, let it swing up. So we end up kind of rotating all the way to the side. Then let that left arm start to circle up overhead. And now start with that upper body. As that left arm circles back, let that upper back and shoulders go. The mid back, that lower back, come back to the side. Let both knees drop over. Now let that right arm come up and with it. Then let that right arm continue now to circle up. Get this nice stretch all the way through. Coming back. One more time each way. Let that lower body go first. Then that upper body comes over. It's okay if you end up rolling off your mat a little bit. I sure have. Arm circles up. Going back around. Everything comes through center. One more time to the left first with the lower body. Everything comes up and around. Swing that arm up overhead. Circle around. Then go ahead, coming right back to center. You are more than welcome to just hang out there for a minute. I'm gonna grab behind one thigh to come up. just so I can thank you guys so much for joining me here for another class. I hope that you enjoyed that, and I hope that you come back here again for more classes in the future. Thank you, everyone. I hope that you have a great day.